Hi, I'm Michelle and I make amusing automatons. You know that meme where someone spins a bottle cap off just by backspin kicking it? Bottle cap challenge. Well, I was thinking to myself, I could do that with a few years of hard work and lots of practice. Or I can make an automaton. I just broke it. Done. So I made these friction gears. Look at the friction gears. Ah! All they are regular cams, and I put rubber bands on them, and it seems to work fine. Also, gravity is required. Again, for this one, gravity. I like gravity. I need it. It's not going to work in space unless you're spinning in a circle really fast. So you got some artificial gravity, that'll work too. But you need something. Otherwise, it's just going to stay up here. Oops. Look at that. I just made like a pin on the bottom, and then I put this on top. And the man comes off too. See? Pin thing. And I made these little pins, octagons. Could have made them like squares or triangles. Well, yeah, I just printed it like that. So not hair. Maybe it's... It is fuzzy! I thought this filament wasn't fuzzy at all. Ah, it's got a little bit going on, especially right around here. Huh. So the bottle looks a little big. It's half the size of the man, but if I had a bottle this big, I would have no trouble kicking and spinning it off. It would only take me like 2 months to get that right instead of a couple years. So I think this is somewhat easy for this man. He can do it. He's got a big leg. I guess he kind of hits it. I made this automaton just so I could get a kick out of it. Things that went right. The rubber bands are amazing. I like them. I love them. I want them to help me with my homework if I had any. But no, there's nothing wrong with them. I love them. It really helps because I was reading somewhere that I needed to get Indian rubber. It was from this book that was like 100 years old, so I don't know if that's still around. It might be. Apparently Indian rubber only comes from like India, but I don't know if that's the case anymore. It's a really old book. Anyway, I decided to go a little cartoony with my man, and he's a little bit of a stick figure, but I took some of my artistic license that I got down at the DMV, and he is cartoony as heck. So I think it was a success. I don't think the DMV gives artistic licenses. They just give driver's licenses. Oh well. Should we take this out for a spin? I made this guy a stick figure kind of guy. He's always gonna stick around. This is not a game of spin the bottle. It's the bottle cap. Spin the bottle cap, okay? Things I got wrong. I got the height of his legs wrong. His legs needed to be shorter. He was too tall. So I think this leg is a little shorter than that one. Used to be about the same height. Usually legs are the same height, but I had to change it. Maybe he's bending his knee. You can't see it in this direction. Or maybe I made this one longer. I forget. What else went wrong? Oh, the handle. I made the handle too thin. It used to be like twice as long, but it broke off. So I was using it. And I don't know. This looks, how thin is this? How thin did I make this? Like 3 millimeters? So that's getting on the thin side if you want to make a cylinder that goes straight up and down and you use it as a crank. Here's my rubric. Number 1, is it 3D printed? Yeah. Oh, well, rubber bands aren't, so 92.5% printed, 3D printed. So I think we're good there. Number 2, does it move? Yeah, moves pretty well. The movement's a little bit like off, like he starts kicking and goes in the air, and then later on the cap goes up, and then he's still spinning in a circle, and the cap goes down. I try to get him good. The cams at the bottom, you can take them off and change them, like, that's kind of cool if you ever want to mess with it. Oh, and also they go sideways. Spin cap. Yeah, well, you get the idea. Hey look, I drew a picture. I put the crank on the other side. The legs fell off. Look at this. Ooh, it's wiggly. I'm not even using the handle. Let me know in the comments how you would make this even more amusing.